InfoScholar, Harrowing Tales. A Night with the Dead. It happened in the 1890s. A middle-aged couple driving a buggy along a New England road were overtaken by darkness. Not knowing how far it was to the next town, they started looking for a place to spend the night. Soon they spotted a light to one side of the road, up a lane through the trees. They turned their tired horses and drove towards it. The light turned out to be a small farmhouse on a hill between two huge elms. The husband rapped on the door while the wife waited in the buggy. An aged couple came to the door with a kerosene lamp. When the situation was explained to them, they invited the travelers in for the night. The two couples got along pleasantly, found that they had much in common, and, after a warming cup of tea, they all retired. The host refused any payment for the lodgings. The next morning the travelers rose early to be on their way. So as not to embarrass their host and hostess, they left some silver coins on the table in the hall before they slipped out of the house to hitch up their horses. Driving along to the next town, which was not too much further through the woods, they stopped at an inn for their breakfast. Over coffee, they mentioned to the innkeeper where they had stopped the night before and how much they enjoyed talking with the old couple. The innkeeper looked at them in astonishment. They couldn't have done any such thing, he told them, for he knew the house. The people were named the Edmonds, and the Edmonds had died 20 years before. The travelers were incredulous. Edmonds was the name the old couple had given them. Their descriptions of the couple tallied with the innkeeper's memories. But the travelers knew they had spoken with the Edmonds and drunk tea with them. Impossible, scoffed the innkeeper. The Edmonds had been burned to death in a fire that completely destroyed their home and had never been rebuilt. The argument grew hot. Finally, the travelers insisted on driving the innkeeper back to the farm to prove they slept there the night before. They went back along the track. There, to their horror, all they found was an empty cellar hole overgrown with weeds and filled with burned timbers and blackened furniture. The couple could not believe their eyes. But then it was the innkeeper's turn to turn pale. He cried with terror as the wife pointed a shaky finger down at one spot in the charred rubble below them. On what might once have been a hall table shone $50.25, just about the amount the travelers had left in payment that morning, while the Edmonds were still asleep.